Would you believe that an old nail clipper, something most people throw away, can be turned into a mini DIY antenna? Today, I'll test that idea, turning a forgotten object into something that might change how you see recycling. And the first step is to take this nail clipper apart, piece by piece. This will make the assembly process and the next steps much easier and more precise. This is a piece of electrical wire, and I'll connect one random end to the lever of the nail clipper. After connecting the wire, I'll move on to making a handle for this DIY welding tool, using a short piece of plastic pipe sized to fit comfortably in the hand, making it easier and safer to use. To secure the nail clipper lever onto the PVC pipe, I'll combine toilet paper with liquid glue, a simple method, but one that works surprisingly well for this step. In this step, I'll add the welding tip to the DIY welding tool. By using an extra bolt and nut, the structure becomes more secure, cleaner, and much easier to work with. To connect a homemade welding tip to the welding head, I'll reuse the metal connector inside an electrical terminal block as an intermediate piece, creating a cleaner and more secure connection. Some everyday objects are so familiar that we rarely stop to consider the real value hidden inside them, and AA batteries are a perfect example. What makes them interesting is the carbon core inside, a material known for its heat resistance and stable electrical conductivity, both essential properties for a soldering tip. That's why, from a technical point of view, repurposing the carbon rod from an AA battery as a homemade soldering tip actually makes sense. With basic handcrafted processing, this carbon core can be reused in a practical way, saving materials while clearly reflecting the spirit of DIY and creative recycling. With the remaining end of the wire, I'll attach an alligator clip, making the connection more flexible and convenient during use. I'll make an additional accessory to connect to the negative terminal of the power source. Its structure is quite simple, a short length of wire with alligator clips attached at both ends, allowing for quick and flexible connections during use. The power source for this DIY welding device will be a small battery, providing enough power for the testing process. Because this battery is slightly damp, seeing this kind of behavior is fairly normal. Once it's completely dried, it's safe to use without any concerns. The test itself is pretty straightforward, but to accurately judge how effective it really is, make sure to watch closely. And that brings us to the end of the video. Sometimes, with a bit of patience and creativity, even forgotten items can turn into something interesting. If you found this idea useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next experiment.